Hey gang, I just want to take a couple of minutes to share with you a thought from John chapter 3 where Nicodemus and Jesus were talking about being born again. In verse 6, Jesus makes the statement, humans can only reproduce human life, but the Holy Spirit gives birth to spiritual life. Now, I know in Christian circles, in the church, we spend a lot of time focusing on discovering our gifts and sharpening those gifts. And I have no doubt that those of you that are watching this video right now are talented, you're skilled, you're intelligent, you have great personalities, you have wonderful humor. But there's another element that comes into play that transitions us from impressing people to impacting people. And that's being full of the Holy Spirit. I'm reminded of a story in the Old Testament, the book of Genesis, where Adam and Eve were partaking of the fruit because they thought this is going to give us knowledge like God. But they soon discovered that it was a bad trade to exchange walking in the garden with their father in the cool of the day for knowledge. It is always a bad trade when we trade skill and talent for power. Now, don't get me wrong, students that are practicing for fine arts, practice your rear end off. Do the best that you can to make it excellent. But you probably should spend a lot more time making sure that you're full of the Holy Spirit. Youth pastor, polish your message. Make it the best that you can make it. But listen, that funny story that's going to capture their attention, that heart-rending illustration that's going to have them in the palm of your hand, those things ultimately in and of themselves will not change the life of your student. You being full of the Holy Spirit will make all of the difference. Listen, I'm not an advocate for sloppy. I'm not an advocate for throwing stuff together. I believe in doing things well. But we cannot rely on sharpening our skills. We can't depend on our talents. Those things might tickle people's ears. They might impress people with us. But unless they are pushed from behind with the power of the Holy Spirit, lives won't be changed. Remember, we're after impact. We're not out to impress people. I love you, and I can't wait to get the next video out to you. Be blessed.